So in America, you're reading Parshas Kairach. Boiker v'yoyda Hashem es Asheloi. And that means, Moshe Rabbeinu tells Kairach, Imatu yochal asik boiker erev v'atu yochal achlik alseh. What does it have to do with boiker and erev? I said a pshat, and it's a pshat I really love. In Gittin Daf Lamed Vav in Yavamis Peites, we find in the Gemara. Hane lovem ve'ena molvin shomach al-posam ve'ena mashivan aleim ha-kosavoim ve'ohavav k'tzeis ha-shemesh b'gurasai. The Shulus Yankov says a beautiful pshat. He wasn't aware that this pshat is found in Tosfos HaRosh and in the Meiri in Gittin Lamed Vav. He wasn't aware because he couldn't be aware. Because in the days of the Shulus Yankov, we neither had the Tosfos HaRosh nor the Meiri. These two Sifrei Rishonim were printed many, many years after the days of the Shulus Yankov. But they both say the same pshat, and it's a beautiful pshat. And why is that? Because Chazal tell us a story. The Yareach came with a complaint to HaKadosh Baruch when he says, Ein shnei malachim nisham shebekes terecho, it's either me or him. What did the Shemesh say? We don't know. Obviously, he said nothing. So obviously, the Shemesh was minan alavim v'yenim malvin shomach haposam v'einam hashivim. And what did HaKadosh Baruch Hu do? Higdel es Shemesh v'iktin et hayareach. And that is a promise for eternity to all those that are all those that are and they won't fight, they won't argue, they run away from Achlekes. The result will be Kodesh Baruch will fight for you. So whenever I say this pshat, I go on and I say, Kodesh is a ish machlokes. He stokes hatred and machlokes. Aaron HaKohen is not a fighter. Oyev shalom, roidev shalom, oyev sabiyas amekavan atoyim. So Moshe Rabbeinu tells Kodesh, Im atem yecholim lafarich boiker la'erev. If you could blow up the Lavana and shrink the sun and change HaKadosh Baruch Hu's plan in Sheishes and Me'Bereshis, then you have a chance. But you can't change the world. The sun is huge, the moon is small. And why is that? Because the sun was Nelovim ve'ena malvin. Higdel es Hashemesh ve'ikten es Yareach. So beware. Moshe Rabbeinu words, beware. You could only lose. And whenever I say this pshat, I say, what did the sun say? We don't know. I wasn't there. I don't remember. But I imagine. And what I imagine is this. So the Yareach files a complaint. Kodesh Baruch Hu shoifet kol ha'aretz. He's the judge. He calls the Yareach. He calls the Shemesh. So who's the claimant? The moon says, I am. Speak up. What's your argument? Ein shnei malachim misham shemekes harechad. Then HaKadosh Baruch Hu turns to the sun. What do you say? And the sun is amazed. And he says, I don't know. What am I doing here? I don't understand why I was called. Am I supposed to give testimony? Why am I here? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, well, didn't you hear what the Yareach has to say? He said, I did hear, but I still don't understand. What does that have to do with me? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu tries to explain, two kings can't share the same crown. And the Shemesh says, who are the two kings? And he says, he and you. And the Shemesh breaks out laughing and he says, the guy's out of his mind. I'm a king? I'm not a king. I'm a servant. I'm an Eved. I never saw myself as a king. I get up very early in the morning, earlier than all the others. And I go to sleep very late at night, later than all the others. The Navi says, "V'anachnu uisim b'malachim yalois hashachar ad seisek yechavim." But the son says, "I'm up before alois hashachar because I need to get going, and I don't get home till after seisek yechavim." And what do I do all day? I give the world heat. I give the world light. I'm an Eden. I'm not a melech. So I really don't know what he's talking about. And the Kodesh Baruch Hu says that is the real king. As we learn in the beginning of Masechet Chagiga, Lo yavdu sani noisem, Lo yisror ani noisem lachem, Avdu sani noisem lachem. Jewish leadership is service. It's not kavod, it's not prestige, it's not power. Moshe Rabbeinu was the greatest leader in history. Moshe anav ma'oid, mekal adam, asher al pnei adam. The greatest was the most humble. The king feels like a servant. That is what the Shemesh had to say. So it is from this parsha that we learn how awful Machlokes is. Rashi brings Bo'urei, Bezin Shel Mala Einam Donam Elam Yesim Shono, Bezin Shel Mato Yud Gimel Shonim. V'avoyna Machlokes Afataf Nispim, even children pay the price. And Machlokes brings about the death of young children. So how important it is to steer clear and to avoid and to prevent Machlokes. Yeratzon, we should be always to be Talmidei Chachamim Hamarabim Shalom B'Yolam. We should always have this sense of bringing people together, of inspiring people to stand together. Ba'avo, ba'achva, v'shalom v'reus. Unity is strength. And when Klal Yisrael strengths together, Ein kol una v'loshim yechayr alehem. So this week's Parsha Payas Korech is really the central message about Gnus HaMachlokes, V'shevach HaSholem. We should always be Zeicha L'har V'Sholem Yoyim. And we should be Zeicha V'Korah B'Yameinu to be as God said it, to be as Mashiach Tzidkeinu. And the Mevaser Sholem El Yohanavi, Yevaser Toiv, and we should be Zeicha to be as Mashiach Tzidkeinu and Binyan Beis HaMikdash. B'mehera v'yomeinu, amen.